Not too long ago, electric vehicles were painted as the ultimate future of driving. Sleek designs, zero emissions, cutting-edge technology. The promise sounded irresistible. Commercials showed happy families plugging in at home, futuristic dashboards glowing, and the idea that owning an EV meant you were part of the forward-thinking, eco-friendly elite. But here's the reality check. For many seniors, the EV dream has turned into a frustrating experience. Think about it. Seniors were told EVs would save money, be easier to maintain, and make life simpler. But instead, they've often found themselves stuck with range anxiety, confusing tech, and charging headaches. Picture a 72-year-old driver pulling into a rest stop, only to realize the charging station is broken. Or worse, there's a line of cars waiting, and each charge takes 30 minutes. That's not convenience, that's stress. And then there's the cost. While government incentives helped early adopters, the truth is most EVs remain expensive. Even after subsidies, seniors living on fixed incomes often find monthly payments and insurance rates higher than expected. Add in the hidden costs, installing a home charger, upgrading electrical panels, or paying premium prices for battery replacements. And suddenly the saving story doesn't look so bright. Technology itself is another barrier. Many seniors want simplicity, clear buttons, easy-to-read gauges, and systems that don't overwhelm. EVs, however, often lean toward massive touchscreens, app-based controls, and constant software updates. For tech-savvy younger buyers, that might be fun. For older drivers, it can feel alienating, even unsafe if the learning curve distracts from the road. And let's not forget the most practical issue: range. While some EVs boast 300, 400 miles on paper, real-world driving tells a different story. Cold weather slashes range. Using air conditioning or heat drains the battery. Road trips require detailed planning around charging stops. For seniors who want independence and simplicity, the constant mental math of, "Do I have enough charge to get home?" becomes exhausting. All of this adds up to a quiet but undeniable trend. Seniors who once felt pressured into buying EVs are now walking away from them. The promise of futuristic convenience has clashed with the reality of everyday life, and many older drivers are deciding that EVs simply don't fit their needs. So what's the alternative? In 2025, the answer has become clear: hybrids. Affordable, reliable, and practical, hybrids are stepping in to solve the problems EVs haven't fixed, and seniors are taking notice. If EVs were supposed to be the future, why are so many seniors turning their attention back to hybrids? The answer is simple. Hybrids strike the perfect balance between modern technology and everyday practicality. In 2025, that balance is more valuable than ever. First, let's talk about the charging problem. With a hybrid, seniors don't have to worry about finding a charging station or waiting 30-60 minutes to power up. The gas engine is always there as a backup. That means no more stressful range anxiety moments on long drives or in areas with poor charging infrastructure. You just fill up at the pump like always while still enjoying the fuel savings of electric power during city driving. Then there's the cost factor. EVs often carry premium price tags while hybrids have become more affordable with mass adoption. Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, and Ford all offer hybrid models priced competitively with standard gas cars. That affordability matters a lot for seniors on fixed incomes. Lower purchase prices, combined with fewer maintenance headaches, make hybrids a smarter long-term investment. Speaking of maintenance, here's another win: reliability. EV batteries degrade over time, and replacement costs can run into the thousands. For many seniors, the thought of dealing with an expensive battery replacement down the road is daunting. Hybrids, however, have decades of proven reliability. Toyota alone has been refining hybrid systems for over 20 years. These vehicles have track records that inspire confidence, and that's priceless for older drivers who want peace of mind. Fuel savings are also a big selling point. Gas prices remain unpredictable, and many seniors remember times when fuel costs skyrocketed overnight. Hybrids stretch every gallon, often delivering 40-50 miles per gallon, which means fewer trips to the gas station and less money out of pocket. Add in the small electric boost during city driving, and the efficiency becomes a real advantage. Now, let's not forget about simplicity. Seniors often value vehicles that feel familiar. Hybrids look and drive like traditional cars with no steep learning curve. There's no need to download apps, learn charging networks, or deal with complicated dashboards. You turn the key, shift into drive, and go. That sense of familiarity is comforting and keeps driving enjoyable instead of stressful. And here's the final kicker. Hybrids fit perfectly into the broader transition to greener vehicles. They cut emissions significantly compared to gas-only cars, but they don't demand the lifestyle changes EVs require. For seniors who care about the environment but don't want the headaches of full EV ownership, hybrids feel like the best of both worlds. In short, hybrids solve the problems EVs haven't yet fixed: range, cost, simplicity, and peace of mind. That's why in 2025, they've become the go-to choice for older drivers who want independence without compromise. But the real magic happens when you look at the specific features seniors value most. And hybrids deliver them better than anyone else. When it comes to cars, seniors don't care about flashy gimmicks or bragging rights at a cocktail party. They care about one thing above all else: how the car fits into their everyday life. And this is where hybrids shine. They deliver on the features that genuinely matter to older drivers. The features that dealers rarely highlight, but that make the difference between frustration and freedom. Let's start with easy entry and exit. Many EVs are built with low, sporty designs to look futuristic and sleek. But that means bending down into the car or climbing up awkwardly, a daily struggle for anyone with stiff knees or back pain. Hybrids, on the other hand, often come in sedan or crossover styles that hit the sweet spot. Higher seating positions and wider doors that make getting in and out painless. Next up, visibility. Seniors value cars that help them feel confident on the road. Hybrids like the Toyota Camry Hybrid or Honda CR-V Hybrid are designed with large windows, higher seating, and fewer blind spots. This isn't just about comfort, it's about safety. Being able to see clearly in traffic or at intersections builds confidence, something many seniors lose with overly cramped or tech-heavy EVs. Then there's dashboard simplicity. Many EVs rely on massive touchscreens with endless menus, requiring drivers to scroll through apps just to change the temperature or turn on the radio. That's distracting at best, dangerous at worst. Hybrids keep it simple: physical knobs for climate control, clear buttons for key features, and displays with fonts that are actually easy to read. For seniors, that's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Ride comfort is another big one. EVs are known for instant torque and stiff suspensions that emphasize speed and performance. Hybrids, however, are tuned for smoother, cushioned rides. That makes them perfect for seniors dealing with arthritis, back issues, or simply wanting a car that glides over potholes instead of rattling their bones. Of course, safety technology is critical too. Hybrids often come standard with features like automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist. The very features that give seniors peace of mind. These systems don't just protect, they empower. Knowing the car can step in if you drift slightly or fail to see a vehicle in your blind spot restores confidence, extending years of independent driving. And let's not overlook cost efficiency. Seniors tend to think long-term. They want cars that don't bleed them dry with constant fill-ups or surprise repair bills. Hybrids deliver both: fewer trips to the gas station and a reputation for bulletproof reliability. Combined, these save money and stress, two things seniors value enormously. All of this adds up to one truth: hybrids aren't just affordable alternatives. They're tailor-made for the lifestyle and priorities of seniors in 2025. They respect the need for comfort, simplicity, independence, and safety in ways EVs still struggle to match. But which hybrids are actually winning hearts on the showroom floor? Let's look at the real-world favorites that seniors are trading their EVs for right now. Now that we've unpacked why hybrids are such a strong fit for seniors, let's get into the real-world examples. The cars that older drivers are actually choosing in 2025. These aren't luxury, out-of-reach models. They're affordable, reliable hybrids that deliver on comfort, safety, and ease of use. Toyota Camry Hybrid. For decades, the Camry has been a household name for reliability. The hybrid version takes everything seniors already love: wide doors, a smooth ride, and bulletproof dependability, and adds serious fuel savings. With around 50 miles per gallon and a simple, user-friendly design, it's no wonder so many seniors are swapping their EVs for this tried-and-true sedan. Honda CR-V Hybrid. Crossovers are a sweet spot for seniors, and the CR-V Hybrid nails it. The higher seating position makes getting in and out a breeze, while the large windows provide excellent visibility. It's roomy, comfortable, and practical for everything from grocery runs to road trips. Plus, Honda's reputation for longevity gives seniors confidence they're making a safe, lasting investment. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The RAV4 Hybrid has quietly become one of the best-selling vehicles in America, and for good reason. It's compact enough to maneuver easily, yet spacious inside. Seniors appreciate the higher driving position, cushioned seats, and Toyota Safety Sense features that come standard. Compared to a confusing, tech-heavy EV, the RAV4 Hybrid feels like a stress-free solution. Hyundai Sonata Hybrid. Sleek, stylish, and surprisingly affordable, the Sonata Hybrid is another favorite. It offers excellent fuel economy, a comfortable ride, and intuitive controls that don't overwhelm. Seniors often praise its quiet cabin and large trunk space, practical details that make everyday driving easier. Kia Sportage Hybrid. Kia has stepped up in recent years, and the Sportage Hybrid is proof. It combines a higher SUV stance with an interior that's modern, but not intimidating. For seniors who want something fresh without sacrificing usability, this hybrid is a smart choice. And Kia's industry-leading warranty brings peace of mind for those worried about long-term costs. Ford Escape Hybrid. American-made and dependable, the Escape Hybrid is gaining traction among seniors who want a no-nonsense SUV. Its smooth handling, easy-to-use infotainment system, and spacious cabin make it approachable. Plus, with fuel savings in the 40-plus mpg range, it beats out many traditional gas models in long-term affordability. Honda Accord Hybrid. For seniors who prefer sedans, the Accord Hybrid is a strong contender, alongside the Camry. It's spacious, elegant, and tuned for comfort rather than sporty performance. Seniors love its predictable handling, roomy back seats for family visits, and Honda's strong record for reliability. The common thread across all these models? Practicality. They're affordable, easy to drive, easy to maintain, and built by automakers seniors already trust. These hybrids don't require seniors to overhaul their lifestyles. They just fit seamlessly into daily routines while saving money and reducing stress. But this shift isn't just about personal preference. Seniors turning away from EVs and embracing hybrids is reshaping the entire auto market. And it's sending a powerful message about the future of driving. When seniors start moving in a new direction, the auto industry pays attention. That's because older drivers represent one of the largest, most loyal, and most financially stable segments of car buyers. So when they begin trading in EVs for affordable hybrids, it's not just a passing trend. It's a signal that could reshape the entire future of driving. The first big implication is market correction. Automakers spent years pushing EVs as the only future, funneling billions into flashy tech and rapid rollouts. But seniors choosing hybrids sends a message. The market still wants practical options. Companies that overcommitted to EVs are now scrambling to rebalance, adding more hybrid offerings to their lineups. In fact, 2025 is seeing a surge in hybrid sales not just in the US, but globally, especially in markets where charging infrastructure is still limited. The second shift is infrastructure demand. Governments and private companies rush to build EV charging networks, but gaps remain. Seniors' pivot back to hybrids highlights those shortcomings. It puts pressure on policymakers to rethink the timeline for phasing out gas vehicles. Instead of a hard EV push, we may see a longer transitional period where hybrids dominate. That means infrastructure will have to support a mixed fleet of EVs, hybrids, and gas cars for years to come. Third, there's the technology adoption curve. Seniors often act as a reality check for automakers. While younger drivers embrace new gadgets quickly, older drivers force companies to think about usability, simplicity, and accessibility. By preferring hybrids with clear controls and familiar interfaces, seniors are indirectly shaping how future cars are designed. Expect to see more automakers blending modern features with old-school ease of use. Another impact is on resale values. As more seniors and everyday buyers shift away from EVs, used EV prices could continue to plummet. Meanwhile, hybrids may hold value better since demand is rising. For younger buyers entering the market, this could make hybrids the smarter financial play, extending the trend across generations. Finally, there's the cultural signal. For years, EVs were marketed as the responsible choice, tied to status and environmental consciousness. But seniors rejecting them in favor of hybrids reframes the conversation. It says being practical, affordable, and stress-free is just as important as being futuristic. That cultural reset could ripple through the industry, softening the hard push toward EV-only futures and creating space for a more balanced approach. The takeaway: seniors aren't just making car choices for themselves, they're shaping the roadmap for the industry. Their preference for affordable hybrids in 2025 is a reminder that cars should serve people's real needs, not just corporate agendas. And as automakers adapt, the future of driving looks less like an all-EV revolution and more like a hybrid bridge, one that combines the best of both worlds. So if you're a senior or buying for one, here's the truth. Hybrids aren't just a smart choice in 2025. They're the car industry's reality check, and maybe the key to a smoother transition toward the future of driving.